Hi, welcome back to Rebel Health. I'm Dr. Ellen Vora, a holistic psychiatrist, currently in Kauai. And the question I want to answer today is, should you bother with all of this crap? And what I mean by that is, should you bother optimizing your diet or going gluten-free or beginning a high-intensity interval training workout, or sort of all of these messages that are coming at us of you should do this, you should do that, this is the key to wellness, this is the key to happiness and longevity. Should you bother? Because you know it's a lot of work, and you know what they're asking you to do is like hard, right? Like Whole30, it's a wonderful thing to do, but it's gluten-free and dairy-free and sugar-free and grain-free and alcohol-free and caffeine-free and processed oil-free and processed food-free. And so, should you bother with that? And I think the answer to that is actually, it's a pretty straightforward answer, and it has everything to do with suffering. Are you suffering? If the answer is no, I think you don't really need to bother. So if you are generally feeling good, if your joints work and they don't hurt when you walk, if your digestion is good and you poop every day, if you have a positive mood, if you're able to focus at work, then no, you don't need to go gluten-free to go to heaven. And so the answer there is no, you shouldn't bother. Then the flip side of that is, should you bother if you are suffering? And I think the answer is yes. And if you don't have good digestion, if you're chronically bloated or chronically constipated, or if you have brain fog or chronic fatigue or eczema or asthma, or your joints do hurt when you walk, or you just are not feeling good, depression, anxiety, panic attacks, then I think you should bother, but you don't have to look at it as this huge sacrifice and all this suffering, because you're weighing the suffering of these two states to be in. And even though it is hard to make all of these changes and optimize your diet, it is actually, in my opinion, not as hard as going through your life not feeling well. It's not true for everybody, but it certainly was true for me. It was a lot harder for me to go through life not feeling well than it was to make some dietary and lifestyle changes so that I do feel good. The ramp-up period is pretty hard, but once you're in maintenance mode, it's not that hard, and I think it's well worth it. So if you are suffering, that's where you start to want to contemplate, like, this is worth it. But if you're feeling okay, I think give yourself a pass. Generally eat real food, take good care of yourself, be in a state of gratitude and self-love, but do you need to bend over backwards? I don't think so. I hope that's helpful, and we'll see you next time on Rebel Health.